The Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists. Music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up. Your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a space dedicated to independent music creators of the world. And if you love and appreciate good music, then you, my friend, are in the right place. I am your show host, Smiley J, and I want to welcome you to today's show. Yes, welcome. You know what? I think I want to take a quick moment and I want to shout out some of my dedicated listeners. Yes, I want to shout you out. I want to do a real quick roll call. I want to shout out my U.S. folks. I got to shout out my city, Washington, D.C. Yes, the DMV, Ohio, California, Michigan, Florida, Texas, Massachusetts, Illinois, Iowa. Okay, Iowa, I see you. Oregon. All right, Oregon. Yes, thank you guys for listening. And let me go ahead and head over to my folks abroad. Yes, let me shout you out. France, Canada, the UK, Germany, Italy, China, Austria, Russia. Okay, Russia. What's up, Russia? Yes, I did that. I just want to thank you all for listening. I just want to let you know that I appreciate you all. Much love to all of you guys that are listening. Keep listening. Yes, because I need you. Yes, I need all of my listeners. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show, I did not forget you. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me today. And I do hope that you will come back and, hang out with me again and, bring a couple of friends. Yes, tell them to check out the show as well. Now, in case you didn't know, you can catch the show on your favorite music streaming platform. Just click under the podcast section. And I'm also listed in most podcast directories. Now, all shows are archived, which means that you can go back and listen to any episode whenever you want. Yes, I just love the freedom to do what I want when I want. Yes, that's flexibility. Yes. Now, June is Black Music Appreciation Month, and I want to hear from you. Yes, I want to hear from you guys out there. I want you to, drop me some comments and tell me who are some of your favorite artists. Like, who are some of the folks that you listening to growing up, and who are some folks that just inspire you? Yes, drop me those comments. I want to know. Now, today, you guys are in for a real treat. Hanging out with me in the Artist Zone is Leah Harris. And Leah just dropped some brand new music. Yes, brand new music that I'm going to share with you guys today. So make sure you stick around. But before I bring Leah on, you guys know what time it is.
You want to know? Smile noise. You want to know? Smile noise. You want to know? Smile noise. It's smile.
To all my artist friends out there, do you know about pretzel? No, not the snack pretzel, but pretzel is the world's largest collection of Twitch and YouTube safe music for creators just like you. Now, if you own your own music, pretzel can help you get heard and get paid. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Because the streaming community is pretty large. Yes. Now you can get a share of Pretzel's 2 million clicks on artist profiles. So if this sounds like something that you may be interested in, then head on over to Pretzel and register. But wait, hold up. Do it after the show because I need you to stick around and check out this new music that Leah Harris has. Now, speaking of Leah, before I bring her on, let me tell you a little bit about today's guest. Leah Harris is an R&B singer, songwriter, pianist, and entrepreneur. Leah combines her soulful vocals and bluesy piano licks with her deep yet playful songwriting style. Leah just recently dropped her new single entitled Shine that you guys will get to hear in a few short minutes. But first, help me welcome the lovely and talented Leah Harris. Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Look, congratulations on your new song, Shine.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to have released this one. This one's a special song to me, so I'm happy it's out.
Yes, and I will be sharing it today with my listeners. But, real quickly, I want to share a quick story to my listeners, just to tell you how really cool Leah is. I reached out to Leah on Instagram and said, hey, would you like to be on the show? And she responded in like 2 minutes and said, sure. And I was like, yeah. Wow, that was super easy. So I just had to share that.
Well, I was excited.
Yes. It doesn't always happen like that. So I just want my listeners to know not only is Leah super talented, but she is also super duper cool.
Oh, thank you. And same to you.
Yeah, thank you. So are you excited? You're getting ready for your release party. And, are you excited?
I'm really excited. So the song came out on the 20th, and now we're just doing the release party to celebrate that, soon after. So I'm really excited to just hear what everyone thinks about the song and to be able to do it at Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar is my favorite spot in town. So, yeah, I'm excited overall.
Yeah, and you should be. I really wish I could be there and just feel all that good energy and the vibes and, see what the people think about the song, because I really dig the song.
Well, thank you. That's really great to hear. And yeah, the crowd that goes to Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar, they appreciate a lot of, Motown, because Ashford and Simpson wrote a lot of those hits, and Valerie Simpson still owns that bar. So it's cool, and me growing up on the border to Detroit, I always loved Motown, and I think there's a little bit of that in the song. So I definitely think it's going to be a fun venue to premiere it. Yeah.
Now listen, you're no stranger to performing at the Sugar Bar. You're there a lot, right?
Yeah, I go there all the time just to hang out, and they do open mics often, or if you have a friend that's hosting, they'll have you up, and then I try to support whatever artists are doing something similar to my release party. So yeah, I'm there all the time. It's my favorite hangout, and then I've done a few more official gigs and single release parties there as well before.
Nice. Now, I love it when artists support other artists. That's really, that's really cool.
I think it's so important, and you learn so much from each other. I really think that musically I developed so much more from listening to other artists when I moved to New York, rather than just being at home practicing or whatever other approach you could have. For me, it really comes down to feeling the energy and learning from each other and supporting each other.
That's right, because, we are all students of life. So
yes, exactly.
So I absolutely love the inspiration behind the song Shine. And as you know, this space is dedicated to independent creators like yourself. So could you please share with the audience the inspiration behind the song?
Sure. So the song is written to inspire and encourage creative people on their own unique journeys, because life isn't easy for anyone. But when you take a non-traditional road, it's a little bit of that extra challenge. And it just inspires me so much that creative people wake up and make that decision every day, even though it's generally not for the money. It's not for anything other than just wanting to create something beautiful or just having that creativity in your soul. So, and I can certainly relate to making that decision every day when I wake up to do music and to keep going down that road. So, and the more I hear about people's hustles in New York and the other cities and towns that I've been to, it's amazing the way creative people manage to make their life work for them and the things that they create in the process. So the song was written mainly to just show appreciation for creatives and entrepreneurs, but also for anyone who you could be working a corporate job but have a creative passion that you've let go. And the song is also for that crossroads moment where you decide that you are going to make space in your life for some kind of passion or something that you love.
Nice. Just the thoughtfulness to that song is amazing. And I appreciate all music creators because, they make our life stress-free sometimes, You come home
Definitely.
From a hard day of work or you're in traffic and you're listening to music, and it kind of helps, reduce some of those stressors that we all have.
Absolutely. And I know from the artist side that for any true artist, that it's really about connecting with other people. That's where it all makes sense. That's where you feel very fulfilled. So, it goes both ways. I think when you create something and know that it's appreciated or that it helped with someone's day, it's really the best feeling.
Now, you had some real special folks, producer. Can you tell us about how did you and Grammy-nominated producer Sal Oliveri, and I hope I didn't butcher his name. He has worked with folks like Pink and Mr. Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton.
Yes.
Tell us how did that all come about?
Well, I think this is a really good thing for indie artists to know is I found Sal through Instagram. And I started following him because he just posted really good content about inspiring independent artists. So he was always posting about, don't lose sight of what you want, or he had industry advice of how to keep your independence creatively and business-wise. So I just thought he was a nice guy. And I was looking for producers in the New York area because that's where I am, and nothing fell into place. And I knew that Sal was in Nashville, and I just decided, I said, are you taking submissions from indie artists? I didn't think he really would be, but he was. And he said, sure, send them over. So I sent them over, never really expecting to hear back. And then he came back and he said he liked the songs and he'd want to record them. And from there, everything just felt really easy. He's a really humble, nice guy, super organized, very technical, but also song-centric. And he's a great person to work with, so I would highly recommend. And that was my first time in Nashville, and I loved that city too. So it was a really exciting experience.
Nice. Nashville is a really big musical town. But,
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that story because, see, the internet can be your friend,
Yes. It's so the amount that has been accomplished for me just by connecting with people on Instagram and in a more long-term way, it's hard to fake it and say, okay, I need a marketing person. Let's pretend to befriend someone so I can have a campaign next week. But when you make actual connections and friendships where you just appreciate what they do, and half the time I didn't even realize that I would need that kind of skill set or need to hire someone like that, but they pop into your mind and vice versa if you've been supporting each other. So definitely the online is, that's how I've made a lot of connections actually who I work with now.
Wonderful. I'm glad it's all worked out in your favor.
Thank you. Well, it was fun and it was crazy because we got there and I'm married to a New Jersey Italian. And I didn't even know until we arrived that Sal was also a New Jersey Italian. So in between recording sessions, the two of them were just laughing at all of their, their inside jokes about growing up in Jersey. So it's funny. It's
nice.
A small world.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So I understand that there will be a video that you're working on. Can you tell us a little bit about the video? I understand it's a little sexy.
Well, I'm really excited about the video because it's the mission statement of the song is really coming through there. So I wanted to make sure that I featured not just music, but also other arts because the message really, as we were saying, it goes beyond just music. It could be anyone who's doing anything creative. So I'm working with there's an artist named Andalus, and he's known for doing murals around the city. The one he's probably the most well-known for is at the Barclays Center. There's a Kobe Bryant mural, which he did. Mm-hmm. And he's just, I've always been in awe of his work. And again, another example, he has his Instagram handle on that mural at Barclays Center. So I started following him, and we were just in touch for a little while. He ended up needing someone to sing vocals on a hip-hop album he did. And then he offered to do some art for my music video. So in the video, we have an old piano that he spray paints and puts his own unique creative spin on it. It turns out so cool. I love what he did. So that's a part of the music video. And that also talks about kind of going from a dull, colorless thing into how you can make something your own. And there's also a dancer named Alutayo who's he's done all kinds of really amazing stuff with his career as a dancer and choreographer and actor. But he's most recently been one of the leads in the Moulin Rouge musical. So really talented guy, and he choreographed a dance that he's doing for the video. So I'm just really honored to be working with Andalus and Alutayo, and really talented videographer. I love working with Drew Bordeaux. So, I haven't seen the final product, but we've been working on it, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Well, I'm excited to see it as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I will let my listeners know to remember to be on the. Now, when are you dropping that video?
I'm planning first week in July.
Wonderful.
Just so we have a little time to vamp up to it, but we might be ready for a sneak peek even earlier. So I'll let you know if that happens.
Cool. Thank you. So now you are originally from Ontario, which is right outside Detroit, but you live quite a few places. So
Yeah.
was it music related, or was it school or work? I'm just curious.
Well, everything I've done in my life, I'm pretty sure, or 99% of things I've done have been for music, even if it doesn't seem that way. And a lot of the career decisions I've made have been for music. I've always had a full-time job at the same time, which for me, I haven't felt was a big issue, because I like that it gives you a little independence. But anyway, so I studied science originally and then music. And after I finished, I went to Berkeley in Boston for a year. Mm-hmm. And then I came back, and then I ended up going to East Africa for a few months. And that was just to learn about another culture and just to see more of the world. And when I came back, I moved to Stockholm to teach chemistry, which was probably the most unexpected thing. Like if I looked back years before that, that's not something I ever would have expected. but I moved to Stockholm for 2 years and found they had a really cool underground blues scene and soul scene.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a mix of there are a few Americans who moved there who brought that, but there's also just a really strong appreciation for music in Sweden. And soul music specifically, they just really loved. So that was cool. I think I played more blues in Stockholm than I have in any other city I've lived. And that was very cool. And then I moved to Helsinki, Finland, another one I just never kind of thought I'd end up in, but it was a really cool experience. I was working at a tech startup. And then after that, moved to Dublin, which is where my mom was born and raised. So, and from there, it just kind of turned into a tour, just kind of got more frequent and ended up traveling to a few different countries on an indie tour. So I just learned a lot from every place, just personally and emotionally, but also musically. So I'm really grateful for those travel experiences.
Nice. So you are really, truly a cosmopolitan girl.
I guess so.
Okay,
and I keep moving to cold places for some reason. So
yeah, I noticed that all the places were cold. Ireland, Finland, yes, Boston. Yeah. So yeah. So guys, she is smart and talented. I love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
So June is coming up. June is the official Black Music Month, where we celebrate the contributions of, Black artists, musicians, composers, singer-songwriters, music that has shaped and inspired the world. You mentioned, Sweden. So can you tell us about some of your music influences?
Oh my God. Yeah, first of all, I see it as a big honor to be able to do soul music. I think it's the most beautiful genre and everything that's gone into it, the deep history that's a part of soul music. It's it's such a beautiful thing, and I'm really grateful that it's something I get to do. The majority of my influences are definitely Black musicians. I love, for piano, Ray Charles is one of my biggest inspirations, and for writing, Etta James, Gladys Knight. I love The Temptations, Smokey Robinson, Ashford and Simpson, of course. And then for newer artists, I love the whole neo-soul genre as well. So I love Jill Scott, D'Angelo, Prince. This song specifically was inspired by the three artists I cite are Alicia Keys, D'Angelo, and Prince. So those are three artists I listen to all the time. But honestly, it's you can't even begin to name all the all of the specifically Black musicians who influence all the music that's out there in the world right now. So, but those are some of the top ones that come to mind.
All great artists, by the way, and you have an old soul. Well, that's good. You got to pay homage to the artists before us. Very important. So yeah, definitely an old soul. But there's some great current artists too. I love her. Every now and then, someone stands out as being a great current artist. But I'm definitely stuck in the past most of the time musically. Not a bad place to be. It's great music.
No, exactly.
So listen, sometimes I like to play a little game with my guests, especially if they're as cool as you. So Leah, are you down for a little game?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, cool. It's easy peasy. It's called Pick One. 3 questions, 3 seconds. Ready?
Okay, yes.
Okay, question 1. Would you rather be poor and happy or rich and miserable?
Oh my God, poor and happy for sure. There's a few rich people who still don't seem to get it and they're miserable, but for me it's very obvious. It's if you have people you love, if you have music. I actually just finished writing a song about that exact thing that I'm going to end the show with on Wednesday. So we're definitely on the same page. But, yeah.
Who knew?
Exactly.
Well, I feel that if you're happy, you are rich. So
yes, exactly. Exactly. And it's all perspective anyway. Absolutely.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 2, stilettos or platforms?
Oh, okay. Platforms because I really love chunky heels. There's my favorite designer is Kat McConey. She's got these crazy colorful shoes, and it's perfect because they look as cool as stilettos, but they have the thick heel, and you can actually wear them without feeling like like there's a huge limit to the amount of time. So I would say platform.
Okay, I have to check her out because I like platforms too.
Yeah.
All right, the last and final question: ponytail or bun?
Ponytail, definitely.
Ding,
I don't know why.
Ding.
I've just always loved the ponytail look. It's like if you have a nice high ponytail, you don't even have to worry about the rest of the outfit. It's a cool look with some nice earrings, some funky earrings. But the bun is a nice look too.
Yeah, but exactly. You can't go wrong with either. But you know what? You can rock both of them, either casual or formal. It's all about, it's all about what you want to do.
That is so true. That is so true. Well, I know when I try to do the bun, it usually comes out weird. So that's probably why I answered the way I did too.
You know what? When I think about it, it's kind of hard for me, it's hard to kind of make my own bun because it never comes out perfect. And I have a lot of hair.
It's always near perfect, and then it's too hard to fix. Yeah, and I don't have enough, so it just looks like this little ballerina thing. So ponytail is my final answer.
Okay, there you go. Well, thank you so much for being such a good sport, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me today in the Artist Zone. Now, before you go, you have to tell the people where they can keep up with you and follow all the good things that you're doing.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks so much for having me. This has been great. It's really exciting to be on your show, so thank you so much. For following me, the place I post the most often is Instagram, and my handle there is Leah Harris Official. The music is on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. If you search Leah Harris Shine, it could come up, or the link is in my bio too. So I would definitely be grateful as an indie artist if the listeners have a chance to check it out. I'd really love to hear the thoughts too. So you're welcome to message me on any platform too and let me know what you thought of the song.
Awesome. And you guys get to hear the song today, so be sure to drop comments with Leah as well as me. So again, Leah, best of luck to you in all that you do, and keep making that good music. The world needs it.
Thank you so much, Smiley. I really appreciate it. And it's been a pleasure chatting with you today.
You as well. Peace and love.
All right. Bye. This is Leah Harris, a solo singer-songwriter, and I'm in the Smiley J Artist Zone.
I'm not sure exactly when it was that my soul began to put walls up. Must have had reasons at the time. But yesterday I looked at my reflection and couldn't help but feel that the face there looking back just wasn't mine. So I grab my keys and I walk into the city streets. I'm ready for all my feet into the night till I shine, till I shine, till I shine, until I shine. Till I shine, until I shine. It can't be too late for me to shine. I know that I'm not the only one who's come so close to giving up on all the deeper sides of me. And no, it's not as simple as it sounds to balance everything around. And somehow Yes, we all grew up and we're taught to be one everywhere. Around us, all expects of us. Well, maybe it's time to shine for you to shine. To shine for you to shine. To shine for you to shine. It can't be too late for you to shine. You know it's not too late for you to shine. You know it's not too late for you to shine. To shine for you to shine. To shine for you to shine. To shine for you to shine. It can't be too late for you to shine.
Hi, this is Ken Navarro, and you are in the Smiley J Artist Zone.
I just love it when I have super cool guests. But it's that time. But super cool guests make me play super, super cool music. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me to the very, very end. Y'all be sure to follow Leah Harris on all her social media platforms so you can keep up with all the wonderful things that she has going on. Now, you guys know the rules. You like what you heard today? If you like what you heard today, you go ahead and download the song Shine and add it to your playlist. Because that's how we do it around these parts. We support our artists. Now, Shine is available everywhere. So make sure you download it. Until next time, I'm going to need you guys to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.